What's the feeling like around here after that breakthrough win? It must be special to get that done.
Yeah, it was good. Feels like a long time ago now. So you give yourself a pat on the back, or the boys do, for 24 hours. But we've got to do it again now. So that's the challenge. So look, we've had another good week. Hopefully, we'll be able to trot the same side out for probably the first time this year. We'll be able to field the same team consecutive weeks. So that's a bonus for us, and they trained good today.
It's got to be nice to ride that emotion though of a win, and I suppose in some respects you're not looking for answers this week because they were answered last week.
Yeah, I think so. Look, in the first half, I thought we played really well last week, but I thought in the second half we still did some things that put us under a fair bit of pressure. So we're still searching for that 80-minute performance. We're playing against a team that hasn't lost too many games this year, so they're sitting in the top 4 for a reason. They've got a lot of good players, and they're coming off another win. So we're it's a big one for us.
What a test for you guys coming up against them to really, I guess, see where you're at after that win against a side like them.
Yeah, it is. As I said, they've got a lot of individuals. They're a big team, and a lot of good individuals. But they're a big side. They've been together for a long time now too, so they know their game inside out. But it's more, I guess, of us improving on what we did last week. There were some good things in there, but still some things we need to fix.
How about Nick Meaney at fullback?
Yeah.
Where's that sort of hopes of him in that position in the future? Put a pretty good show on the weekend.
Yeah, he did. He's a good player, Nick. And Dallin's still not fit to play, so we named him in the 21, and we were hopeful that he might be all right, but he's not looking likely. So we'll see what happens there. But Nick deserves his chance. It was a good effort from him. He was coming off a long layoff of injury as well, so played really well. He's a good player and important for us tomorrow, Saturday.
I was going to ask about that, Basil. You just said that Dal won't play, so it's a headache for next week. Where does he come back into the side?
Yeah, it's a good headache to have, because both our wingers played well last week, and Tui Katoa's made a real fist of what he's done for us as well. So it's only, I think it was his 3rd or 4th first grade game. So it's good to have that, but hopefully Dallin will be fine soon.
I was just sort of Skip walked through and he said he's tracking okay. Still a while away. Where is he?
Yeah, he's about 3 weeks off still, Josh. So he's pretty frustrated, but we've got to look after him. We've got to make sure that once he's back for good.
How's Dorian Smith coming along? Are they going to play this week?
Not sure yet. So they've still got to get through some protocol stuff tomorrow. So it looks like they'll be okay. There's certainly no symptoms there from their head knocks, but we've got a lot of I guess the precautionary stuff that we need to go through. But they're looking okay, I think.
Pretty good then to keep that sort of same squad together for this week.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, no, it'll be handy. So a little bit disrupted with some of the blokes not being able to train, but got a little bit of confidence, I think, out of last week. But as I said, we've got to back it up. And everyone's pretty well forgotten about it now. So we need to aim up again.
Baz, obviously we saw the emotion that you had after the game, and you coached the Rides with emotion. Do you talk about the history between these two clubs this week? And it's one of the great rivalries in the NRL. Yeah,
it is. We've there were certainly some good games there, particularly through the 80s, and they did have a big rivalry, Parramatta and Canterbury. So that'll be no different this week, and we've got them at Homebush, which is good for us. And as I said, it just presents itself an opportunity for us to gain more momentum in it, or gain some momentum and a bit of confidence.
Outside of this week, address the news this week that Brent Naden will be here next year.
Yep.
Why'd go after him, I suppose, and what does Brent offer to you here at Bulldogs?
Yeah, he's a good player, Brent. He's a big body. I think he's good in the air. He can score a try, and he's a really good attacking player and a good defender. So I think we're getting him at the right time. Nato, I think he'll find himself in that Penrith team soon, and he looks fit and healthy. So that's exciting for us that he's coming next year, along with some other players. Yeah.
How do you view the reports, Trent, that you're poaching, that like this poaching raid on Penrith that you've left there and you're coming here and you've taken all their players? Is it unfair criticism on yourself? Like these are players that have been pushed out effectively.
Yeah, that's right. And Jack Hetherington was not wanted by Penrith, and neither was Burton, and neither was Naden. So we can sign whoever we want. And they're not going to come here; they're going to go somewhere. So they're all really good players, and we're really happy to have them.
Speaking of Hetherington, him and Brent have actually actually had a bit of history together on the field, so it'd be nice to see them two back together on the field.
Sorry, I didn't.
Hetherington and Nader, they
Yep.
played together before, so it'd be nice to see them back together.
Yeah, it's easier when you bring players here and there's some familiar faces around, I suppose. But that's next year. We certainly can't be worrying about that now. We got a job to do this weekend, and happy with what we did last week. But it'll mean for nothing if we don't perform on Saturday.
I know it's a bit of a soap opera, Baz, but do you get annoyed by the fact that there's reports out there that your relationship with Ivan's broken down and these sort of things?
No, it doesn't bother me. Makes for some headlines for you guys to write about.
Fantastic.
Sweet.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.